Hello and thanks for joining us.
On the programme this evening.
She was just 19, but Anya died from a blood clot directly linked to the contraceptive pill. Now her mum wants the pill to carry stronger health warnings about the rare but serious risks.
We do want to see change and I don't want anybody else to go through this.
It could go any way. With 10 days left until polling, we speak to the people who really matter ahead of the crucial Gorton and Denton by-election, the voters.
Winter Olympics, while Macclesfield hope it doesn't all go downhill in the FA Cup tonight.
And how good did it feel to see a bit of sunshine at the weekend? Hopefully a bit more to come. I'll have the details later on.
So first tonight, a mother's campaign to make women more aware of the rare dangers of the contraceptive pill after the devastating loss of her daughter.
Anya Hurst from Bolton was just 19. She mistook a blood clot for a bad hangover after a night out. An inquest conclusion made a direct link between the pill and her death.
Well, Anya was prescribed the pill by her GP. Her mum, though, says it's too easy to buy it online where it doesn't come with the same safeguards. She also feels the pill's packaging needs to come with more prominent warnings about the potential side effects.
Our reporter Zoe Muldoon has more.
That was the morning of her 18th. I'd got her pyjamas made with the 18 on and her name, and we had a little toast in the morning. We loved spending time together doing ththings.
Kerry and Anya Rosehurst weren't just mother and daughter, they were the best of friends. 19-year-old Anya never missed a family gathering, but in March last year, her family gathered once more, this time at a hospital bed, as Anya lay dying.
They told us to call for all the family. And that's when they told us that she'd got a blood clot on her brain and that there was nothing they could do.
Just a few days before Anya died, she'd been on a night out with friends. The next day, she brushed off a headache as just a hangover. But the pain became so severe, she begged her mum to take her to hospital.
The ambulance crew were very quick. They put her in a trolley and got her into the ambulance. And I thought she was snoring at that stage. I thought, oh, she's fallen asleep. And they said, no, she's very sick.
An inquest later concluded Anya's death had been caused by a blood clot linked to her contraceptive pill. Her family wants more awareness of the rare but potentially fatal risks.
Anya's pill in particular came with a 102-page booklet, and I don't know many young girls that'll sit and read that. There should be some kind of warning on the packaging, look for these signs.
The NHS say blood clots affect around 1 in 1,000 people using combined hormonal contraception like the pill, and certain risk factors are checked by medical professionals. Anya was prescribed the pill after going to see her GP. But you don't have to actually go and see a doctor to get the contraceptive pill. A quick search online brings up a number of different websites where you're able to buy it. Within a few steps, I've input information pretending to be a teenage girl. At no stage is the information required to be verified, and within a few minutes, I've been able to add it to the basket and order it. Anya's mum doesn't want to scare young women away from getting contraception, but she says this process is just too simple and there should be more safeguarding measures to make young women more aware of what they're putting into their bodies. Anya's family have started a foundation in her name and are in touch with the manufacturer of a contraceptive pill about making changes to packaging so that the more serious side effects are made clearer.
I lost Anya. Nothing's going to bring her back. But, we do want to see change, and I don't want anybody else to go through this. And she had so much to live for.
Next month, Anya's family will mark 1 year without her. an anniversary no parent wants to face. Now, they just hope her story will help protect others. Zoe Muldoon, ITV News, Bolton.
Well, a short time ago, we were joined by Liverpool-based GP Genevieve Furlong, who started by giving us her reaction to Zoe's reports.
This is an absolutely tragic and heartbreaking case, and my heart goes out to the whole family and all those who loved Anya. I'm actually the mother to 2 daughters myself, and so it's made me pause and think about what I would want for my girls regarding their contraceptive choices.
As a GP, what kind of checks and balances do you give to patients who come forward and say they might like to try the pill? What kind of warnings do you give them?
They take a history from the patient to understand their personal risks. Are they a smoker? Do a blood pressure, weight, height, ask about their family history, and then make a decision and discuss with the patient what their individual risks are.
We heard in Zoe's report that you can get the contraceptive pill online. Are there any reasons why viewers at home should be concerned about that? I mean, do you have any concerns about that process yourself?
Like I say, it's actually incredibly standardised however you access contraception. So whether you go to your GP, a sexual health clinic, some pharmacies offer it, or the online providers, it is incredibly standardised with the questions they ask, the information they gather, and the consideration of the individual's risks. So I don't have concerns about people accessing medication from these online providers, actually.
Even though it's online and not face-to-face with a real person?
Yeah, because they ask the same questions. So it does rely on the person seeking the contraception to answer those questions honestly. And I think that doesn't really change whether you're face-to-face or online. It is the same safety checks.
I mean, Anya's mum wants clearer warnings on the pill packet. Do you think that will help make a difference and really get through to young people, well, and older people who might be taking it?
I think it is important that people are aware of the risks associated with hormonal contraception, any medication really, and it is important that they know when to seek further advice, so when to think they might be having one of these incredibly rare complications, and if there was clear information on a packet to say if you're having sharp chest pain or breathlessness or new severe headache, seek immediate attention. That potentially could be helpful.
So with that in mind, I mean, do you think people are fully aware of the risks that do exist?
I think whenever people are started on hormonal contraception, a discussion about the risks is always had, and so I would believe that a clot risk is known about. I think whenever you go for your annual review, you should revise that information, revise your personal risk. It is really important that you are honest if anything changes.
Dr. Genevieve Furlong, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And there's also more information about that foundation set up in memory of Anya on our website. That's itv.com/Granada, where the latest advice from the NHS is also available.
Well, in other news today, a police cordon is in place in Oldham after shots were fired on a residential street. Police say no injuries have been reported as a gunman opened fire at the property on Schoolhouse Road yesterday. Bullet holes can be seen in the front window as forensic officers carry out investigations at the scene.
Well, next, and in 10 days' time, voters will go to the polls in one of the most important by-elections in recent history in the Greater Manchester seat of Gorton and Denton.
Yeah, Labour held the seat at the last general election with a majority of more than 18,000.
But the government's shaky start and the rise of Reform UK means the seat is now wide open.
We've been hearing from those who matter the most, the voters who will choose the area's newest MP. Our political correspondent, Lisha Manali, has this report.
The stakes of this contest just couldn't be higher. Gorton and Denton is in the market for a new MP, candidates busy selling their vision for the area. But with national politics never far away, what do voters make of what's on offer?
It seems so many people putting so much information forward and knocking at the front door and stuff for your letterboxes. You're trying to sort of negotiate what she's best to do.
People can't be complacent anymore. When you're complacent, how it's affecting your life, your children's lives, your community, you're not having a say in how money's being spent in your area.
I never voted last time, all the time before, but I'm thinking of reform now.
Well, I'm hoping that reform win. I like the fact that they're going to sort this illegal immigration out. Not immigration, the illegal immigration.
Voting for Green, and I don't think reform will be any good.
It's certainly a new type of battleground in a fairly new constituency. The area is traditionally Labour land, has been since the Second World War, but more recent political history has thrown the race wide open and every party has something to prove. Gorton and Denton is a sort of hammer-shaped constituency on the eastern edge of Manchester, and it's about to land a major blow to the hopes of some big political parties. The question is, which ones? Labour are defending a majority of more than 18,000 votes. A win would be a big boost to morale. A loss, ramp up the pressure on the Prime Minister, who some say blocked their best chance of winning the race. Then you've got Reform UK, the runners-up in the general election, here to prove they can make it all the way to Downing Street. Seats like this, a major test of how far they can break into Labour heartlands. And also hoping to capitalise on Labour losses, the Green Party. If they win, it could spell an end to the kind of tactical voting which has traditionally cost them in places like the North West. Plus, the Conservatives, Liberal Democrats and 6 smaller parties are all fielding candidates. But remember the hammer? Appealing to voters right across all these different communities is going to be a major challenge. Will any one politician be able to nail the message?
Here in Thameside, more white British voters, slightly older, more traditional working class. In the kind of Manchester parts of the constituency, Burnage and alongside Leamshume, it's much more diverse, more students, more graduates, more young people, and more Muslim voters in particular.
And the campaigning that could galvanise one group could alienate another. For some of the student population here, local issues are being drowned out by national noise.
It feels like there's sort of a Westminster class of people, like you see with Mendelssohn, who sort of keep on getting invited back in and keep on just disregarding what the public really actually care about.
Which has only helped to kind of push people more radically, either going left towards the Greens or going right towards Reform.
A lot of the local people are focused on issues in our community, and Greens seem to be the party that are really focused on the people themselves.
This diverse area was once united by Labour politics. On the 26th of February, we'll see if that remains the case. But with 11 candidates fighting for votes, this could go one of many ways, and the results will shape the direction of the rest of this Parliament. Leisha McNally, ITV News.
Well, there are 11 candidates standing in the Gorton and Denton by-election. Voting takes place on Thursday, the 26th of February.
And if you're a fan of podcasts, a reminder that there's a brand new episode of our podcast from the North, which is available now, where our correspondent Elaine Wilcox interviews Assistant Chief Constable and Counter-Terrorism lead Rob Potts, who was in charge of an undercover police operation which prevented a massacre of Jewish people in Manchester.
And the potential consequences had the subjects being allowed to carry out their plan are pretty unthinkable, catastrophic.
Yeah, it's a great listen and it's available wherever you get your podcasts from, and also on ITVX and our website itv.com/Granada.
On to sport now, and can there be more magic for Macclesfield in the FA Cup? Hello, David.
Yeah, hi. Well, they know all about causing an upset after knocking out Crystal Palace in the last round. Tonight, the National League North side, well, they face another Premier League club as they host Brentford in the 4th round. Well, Chris Hall joins us live from pitchside now. And Chris, the fans will be looking to make their stadium a fortress once again, won't they?
Yeah, they'll have this place rocking, David, just like they did for the greatest ever FA Cup giant killing in the last round when Macclesfield beat the cup holders, Crystal Palace. Will lightning strike twice tonight? Well, Macclesfield have never been past this stage of the competition before. Their only other visit to round 4 was in 2013 and a 1-0 defeat here to Wigan Athletic, who went on to go and lift the trophy. But in the last round, they bridged a gap of 117 league places to beat Crystal Palace. Tonight, the gap between themselves and Brentford, a mere 115 places. So it should be a much easier challenge. And of course, Macclesfield have a taste for a Premier upset.
The chaotic day when the Silkmen became fashionable.
What's your overriding memory of that day?
Final whistle. The final whistle for me was relief. Seeing the fans run on the pitch and, you know, seeing how happy the players and us as staff was, it was an incredible feeling. But for me, that final whistle was the one for me just to breathe.
So I remember finishing the game over there, trying to beeline through fans, trying to come over here to my mum and dad.
What one word could you use to describe it? Was it chaos?
The aftermath, it was euphoria. Just everyone that's involved in this town and this football club being able to be on that pitch with us and share that moment was special.
Proud to be first onto the pitch was Rob Smethurst, who brought football back to Macclesfield after the old club went bust just 6 years ago. But he says the club saved him from alcohol addiction.
You know, I was in a really dark place. You know, my life had nearly ended, and you know, this football club came up for sale on Rightmove, and you know, I wanted to believe in something that I could maybe make a difference in life, and you know, this kind of has saved my life. This club is me now. It's given me sort of self-belief that, you know, I need to believe in myself and try and help others.
Now the whole town believes in their club, and for these part-time players, the FA Cup frenzy has followed them into their day jobs. At Stamford Park Primary in Altrincham, Mr Heathcote was already a Premier League level PE teacher.
Take it back, take it back, take it back.
He's a really good PE teacher and he's always looking out for us. They've beat Crystal Palace. We're really proud. It was really cool.
Children of ages 3, 4, 5 and 6 telling me that they're proud of me, and I have had a lot this week asking me about my game, giving me bits of advice.
And how do you think they're going to get on in the next game?
They take advice from the last game and just do that again.
Tell me, what score do you think Macclesfield will beat Brentford?
11-0.
And what about Mr Heathcote? How many will he score?
20.
I think maybe externally people might not put pressure, but they might have a little bit of expectation, which I don't think they should. That what happened a couple of weeks ago is like a once-in-a-lifetime thing. If we can replicate it, amazing, but again, it's about enjoying the day.
You ready? Dodge it, dodge it, dodge it. Oh, I'll do 5 then.
Sam and his teammates didn't want to dodge anyone in the 4th round draw.
11.
Having clipped the Eagles' wings, the world is watching to see if they can sting the bees too. Can you do it again?
Of course we can, let's go and do it, why not? We've proven, like I said, we've proved we can do it.
Could we do it again? Yeah, why not?
And you'll be first on the pitch, right?
I'm going first on, and then we're going to go to Vegas.
Well, I mentioned there that the world is watching ahead of this game. They've had film crews here from as far afield as Sweden, Finland, America and Australia, all coming here to see if little old Macclesfield can be miracle makers once more.
Oh, let's hope so, Chris. In Macclesfield, thanks so much for joining us tonight. Well, just 2 other North West clubs actually remain in the FA Cup. Mark Gahey scored his first goal for Manchester City as they beat Salford 2-0 to avoid an upset against the League Two side. Liverpool are also safely through to the 5th round thanks to a Mo Salah-inspired 3-0 win over Brighton. Burnley went out, as did Wigan, who today announced Gary Caldwell has returned as head coach a decade after his first spell.
I feel ready for the challenge that's ahead of us. It's a big challenge in the position we're in the league in the short term, but the potential of this football club is clear. It's been a Premier League club, it's won the FA Cup, and I want to bring that success back to the supporters.
In the Women's Super League, second place Manchester United are back to 8 points behind leaders Manchester City. They came from a goal down to beat London City Lionesses 2-1. Elsewhere, Everton made it 3 wins in a row, winning 1-0 against West Ham, and Liverpool lost at Chelsea. To our Football League winners now, and Blackburn are out of the Championship relegation zone after a 3-1 win at QPR. After only being appointed on Friday, their new head coach, Michael O'Neill, said he can't take credit for that result. When League Two, Crewe are back into the playoff places thanks to a 1-0 win over Gillingham. Tranmere ended a run of 6 defeats as they beat Crawley 2-0, and Barrow got the better of Colchester, winning 1-0.
Getting that winning feeling. FOW, sponsor of the Granada Sport Report.
In Rugby League, after 27 years at St Helens, Mike Rush is stepping down from his role as chief executive. He says he's emotionally and physically exhausted. Well, Saints lost at Warrington in the opening round of this year's Super League, while there were wins for both Leigh and Wigan, who beat Castleford 26 points to 16. Now to a golden weekend at the Winter Olympics for one Northwest snowboarding star. Bolton's Hugh Nightingale claimed Britain's first ever gold medal on snow as he teamed up with Charlotte Banks to win the snowboard cross mixed team event.
I think it just shows that GB is becoming a winter sport nation. We just love to snowboard, and we're just so grateful that we can do it at the biggest stage, and hopefully we can get a few kids to start snowboarding as well.
Yes, a proud moment for Hugh and his family, both back in Bolton and out in Italy, especially his parents, Clive and Christine, who had this fantastic reaction to their son becoming an Olympic champion.
And so did I!
I absolutely love that. I tell you what, if any of my kids actually went on to become an Olympic champion, I would hope to do a celebration just as embarrassing as that. That was brilliant.
I could imagine you making that kind of comment at the sports, say egg and spoon race. Yeah. I've changed, it's nothing. Not quite
just to embarrass them, you know. Brilliant though, isn't it?
Thank you, David.
And from one proud Olympic family to another, we're crossing live to West Lancashire next to hear from the family of the slalom skier Dave Ryding.
Yeah, Dave, who's 39.
Now our correspondent Victoria Grimes is with Dave's family, and Vicky said he's finally hanging up the skis. How does the family feel about it?
Well, we're here with the family, Gamal, as you say, and also quite a lot of princesses and a little doggy as well, which is lovely. But guys, Mandy, Dave's wife, Nina, little Princess Nina, his daughter, and Shirley, Dave's mum. How was it for you guys watching that race today? Because, I mean, the first run, the conditions were really bleak, weren't they? The second run, the sun came out, and to see Dave just take that bow at the end as he finished. I mean, Shirley, mum, how was it?
It was tearful. I don't know who had the most. I think Carl, actually, Dave's dad, was the most tearful, but it was just like a relief. It was just like, yeah, he's down, he's finished, and it's over.
I mean, and this has been a lifelong journey for you. You took him first to start skiing when he was 6 years old, 33 years ago. This must be a really emotional day for you, Shirley, as well.
It is emotional, but it's been good, it's been great all the way along.
Yeah. And you haven't been able to see Dave as much, and Nina's missed him, haven't you? Did you miss Daddy when he's away skiing? Do you? Yeah. I mean, it's a lot, isn't it, Mandy? How are you feeling knowing that he's going to be home and around a lot more?
I'm not sure, to be honest, how I feel about
how it's going to go.
Because we've never been in this situation, no, but it will be nice just to have like a family life together, and we're looking forward to it.
And another very special reason to look forward to having him home as well.
Yeah, we've got another baby on the way, so it will be a busy summer for daddy daycare.
So he thinks he's coming home for a rest, but he isn't.
No, he's not. It's actually a harder job, probably.
Yeah, probably changing all those nappies. Well, congratulations, that's amazing news. And Nina, how many more sleeps till you see Daddy? How many more days till you see Daddy? 1 day, he's home tomorrow. And Shirley, I believe he's made you a promise.
He has. He said he'd make Christmas dinner once he retires. He's going to make us all Christmas dinner, and you're quite welcome to come. You know. So,
oh, really?
Yeah. So now it's on national television. It can't back out now. It's there, up front.
He can't back out of that now. I'm not sure he'd be pleased you invited me. You'd probably force him to do another season thinking out to have Christmas dinner with me, Shirley. But what an idea. Dave, you've got to do it now on national TV.
Thanks, Vicky, thank you. Seriously, Davis, the man who's got 2 little kids, stay in the snow.
Ain't no retiring. Well, just before we go, we've got a very big happy birthday to wish to Hilda Bleeker, who's 110 years old today.
Hilda was born during the First World War in 1916 and is thought to be Lancashire's oldest woman. She celebrated at home in Blackpool, surrounded by family, friends and carers.
It's amazing. It's just... I'm flabbergasted. I mean, it's something that happens to other people, not your own family, isn't it? You know, but my mum always said, it's just a number.
She has a lot of custard, a lot of coffee, and Martin in her ear. Definitely that's kept her going and her family. I definitely think she'll make it to 111.
Here's Joe.
Mum, wet wipes, toilet or bin?
Bin. Why?
United Utilities sponsors ITV Granada weather.
Thank you. A very good evening to you. It seems like we're on sunshine rations at the moment. It was beautiful on Saturday, and the next decent day we can look forward to is tomorrow. Some sunshine to come, feeling cold, but it's unsettled again by the weekend with milder weather moving in. We're between low pressure systems tomorrow. Brief ridge of high pressure giving us a dry day, a bit of sunshine until cloud builds from the southwest later. The next system moving in for tomorrow night, bringing unsettled conditions midweek. Back to tonight, a few showers for the time being, still quite a driving northwesterly wind, especially for Irish Sea coasts. That begins to ease off a little bit before tomorrow morning. Skies will clear, but there could be a few icy stretches as those temperatures just brush freezing tonight. A dry start to the day tomorrow, but pretty chilly here in the northwest. The sun will be up at 7:27, it sets at 5:24. And for our part of the world tomorrow, a cold start to the day, but some nice sunshine to look forward to. And winds will ease off further through the afternoon. Cloud builds a little bit from the southwest as we head towards tomorrow evening, ahead of that next system moving in. But daylight hours should be dry and temperatures will get to around 5 degrees tomorrow. From the southwest, tomorrow night we'll begin to see that rain moving in, and it could turn wintry up on higher ground for the Lakeland Fells and the Pennines. To start Wednesday, pretty windy conditions as well and feeling cold with icy stretches Wednesday night into Thursday. The next ridge of high pressure gives us a decent dry day on Thursday with some sunshine, and just note those temperatures beginning to pick up both by day and night by the time we get to Friday. Although low pressure is in charge and it's an unsettled end to the week, it will be a bit milder. Bye-bye.
Cleaned up well.
United Utilities sponsors ITV Granada weather.
So it's all about custard and coffee.
Well, if it's all about cuss and coffee, you'll live to about 130, won't you, lad?
We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.